working. Hello, hello. Greetings, Dragon family. All right, so I'm hoping that the audio is working. Maybe give me a chat message that you can hear me. Um, this is my first time going live on YouTube. Boy, do they make it hard to find the setting. Whew! You have to go in to create another one. Yes, fantastic. You can hear me and see me. Wonderful. Thank you, Susan. All right. Whew! Happy Good Friday, everybody. I've got all my Easter brightness colors on, feeling a lot of crystalline energy, a lot of Andara, and really high frequency energies today. Super excited. So, I'm going to just talk for a few minutes about the energies, about how this inspiration came about, and give people a chance to come on because I can see the numbers climbing here of people that are joining in. So I'm super excited to do this. We haven't done a live meditation in a while. Also excited because, as I said, this is the first time going live on YouTube, so it'll be automatically on the channel for replay. I will make it public after we do this. This was a private link for you guys coming in today. So hello to all my dragon family, and I don't know, sometimes I'm going to equal this out because even though my screen doesn't show both, when I got the playback later, I did notice that the full width of this comes in. So got all my friends with me. A little gold dragon got my back here, and my silver and gold. I don't know if you guys can feel the energies. I am amped up because of this build up and having the group come in with the exponential energy that group stuff does. So this inspiration actually came on Tuesday, so thank you for joining last minute. I sent an email blast out yesterday, a little newsletter clip, and posted it only twice in the group this week. So glad to see that people are aware and gathering in. We're still getting more adding in. So why did this come about? I had a great question on Tuesday. If you haven't seen last Tuesday's live video, I encourage you to go back and listen. Part of it was answering a question that came in from a young dragon in Australia who said, you know, I've had the term eternity dragon come in and I don't know what that is. And so he put it to me, and all this beautiful information came, and it was the first time that I'd experienced the eternity dragons, and it's a whole new lineage of experience for me. And what I love about the questions you guys bring is, because of my lineage or my realm or whatever I normally do, I don't necessarily come in contact unless someone presents that with all of the different possibilities. So because of all of my clients, because of all of my groups, I've met the Andaran dragons, and I've met the Deep Earth dragons and the Middle Earth dragons, and all of these that have come in and I work with now regularly. But after having the eternity dragon information come, I got off of that live, and something in my heart said, you know, we need to pull this energy forward. There is some big stuff available this weekend with the whole Ascension energy that is part of the resurrection of Christ, and that fulfillment into our own ascension, that basically that example setting of what is possible, and yet we are here to do it. As you guys know, our ascension journey this time around is meant to be in body. While we have this physical vessel, we're going to transform it and bring it up into that quantum realm. So I thought, man, what better time to have these eternity dragons present, and just a little tidbit about them, because I want you to feel them today. I know they're going to be present in the meditation today. That those eternity dragons are like a twin flame energy that represents in a full figure 8 but doesn't split. So like a cell division or a twin flame will actually split and then have their experiences and be working back towards union. So when we have this energy that the eternity dragons hold as a grid point in the matrices of energy, that they hold that point of almost split where they're still connected, it's the first step back in union. And they're holding that as a energetic template for us to ascend towards, to be magnetized towards. So that's the beauty of it, and the beauty of the timing of his question, of it being presented to him and then asking me, that now that we have that information, it matches in the timelines or the process we're in of being available for us as that next step. And here it is, presenting right before Easter weekend, right before all these ascension energies, and having that as a conscious knowing now that, oh my gosh, that next step up of that unification process, that first step in re-merging into union within self, and my whole body's getting those tingles that I get, um, holding that and feeling that as the potential that is guiding and pulling us forward. And we know we're in the ascension process. We know we've been working our carbon to crystalline base biologically. All kinds of shifts happening, particularly in the last year, but the last 3 to 4 years have really been exponential. And now this last year has been like beyond. You know, my quantum flight program, it was amazing. Exactly, raw, full body goosies, FBG, full body goosies. That's what we do here. Awesome. Dana's Healing Grove, also feeling the tingles. I'm so excited because this is going to be what this meditation is going to be bringing you out. So be ready for a bliss state, but a bliss state not necessarily through what we're used to in bliss states or meditative bliss states that you get to, but that bliss state that emanates through and from the heart space. So I'm going to just dive right in now. Feel like we've got almost everybody on that's going to be here for the live part. I do know a lot of people that are going to be catching it on the replay. So when you tune into the group sphere here, and I will do my normal invocation that I do with a group to have and hold the space that I hold for all of us. I'm going to be including all of those that will be catching this on the replay because I know there's quite a few. And even if you can't stay on the whole time, maybe you're at work and you're catching in and you're like, wow, I can't stay in this meditation. It's too big while I'm at work listening or while I'm driving or whatever you're doing. Allow yourself to just open into the template, be connected consciously to the sphere, and then catch the playback when it is an appropriate time for you to be able to go into that space. So let's dive in. And all my meditations, I never know where we're going. I have a sense of the dragons just because we've got high vibration, the crystal and the rainbow want to be present. The diamond rainbow is present. I didn't have that canvas on my wall here to grab. Definitely down Darrens. I can feel the Arcturians present. I can feel the Eternity Dragons present. So these are all super high bandwidth. So I would say crystalline being our lowest template from the fifth dimensional, or that pivot point where black and white come into union and move into crystal. That's where we're moving to our crystalline form. So the crystal dragon here on this side is holding that gold and silver. I've got my gold and silver dragons all around me. They're holding that fifth dimensional template from Orion as well, moving into their androgynous unified state. But then we have all the way up to the Arcturians, which is 11th dimensional, and the Andarans, which holds 4, 7, and 11. So we've got these bridges going on, and then we have the Eternity Dragons, which are outside of our atmospheric bandwidth. I haven't actually tapped into what dimensional space they're sitting in. As I put that question out, I'm hearing they're actually in the bridge. They're in the fourth dimensional bridge, holding that space for us to access and get to the fifth dimensional. So you're going to feel that. You're going to feel them around us in a circle, but then I'll lead through and guide you as to what else you're feeling, but knowing that the sphere itself is not just the 20-something that are on live here. It's going to be all those that are tapping in as well and listening live later, but are spiritually soul level connected with their energy bodies in right now. And so I'm going to dive in. Here we go. Enjoy it. Take what you can from it. And you are so welcome for this time, Marcos. Beautiful to see that. So that's Puerto Rico. I know I've got South Africa on. I've got Arizona on. And I can't see it the same way I can as on my Facebook lives. But I know that I've got numbers and I've seen a few comments, so I know some of the areas of the world that are tuning in. So we are global here. And the Eternity Dragons came in with our connection from Australia. So coming from Mauritius. Beautiful Rajneesh. Beautiful to see you. Oh, my whole body just tingled up, Rajneesh. I haven't seen you and felt you since that book club a couple years ago now. But beautiful to see you. I'm so glad that you made it on live. And we've got Pennsylvania. Awesome. All right. New Hampshire. I love this. This is exciting to see and feel all the, because you know what's happening when we actually say it from Brazil. Wow. Woo. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gisa, for being here from Brazil. My body just lit up on that. So this is really big with the South American template. Why is the South American template being held really, really prominently? Something about the Earth Dragon there. So the South American continent is held by the Earth Dragon, right? The massive male Earth Dragon is under the whole Andes mountain range, head down towards the base there. We've got Argentina as well, Mariana down there. We've got Quebec, so we've got the air dragons up in Quebec, and we've got the Susan down in Arizona, down in Tucson, is holding the belly of the fire dragon. So you guys, we've got them all over, all of the, and the Australian has got the female earth dragon, but I think the earth dragons are really holding the root for us. I can feel that. And then all these others, the earth, the fire, and I'm holding the water coming in under the waters off the coast of Peru, and my heart chakra being down in Easter Island there. We've got it covered. This is going global. This is going through the crystalline core and expanding, and just allow yourself to start feeling that. All right. As we call forth divine truth and love into this sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing and sharing of information for each of those present. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. And I just had to take a peek because I felt it come in. It is 11:11 on my clock. We're starting 11 minutes in. That wasn't planned, but it is such a beautiful, and I just hit 11:11 into the timestamp as we dive in. So opening your heart, open your wisdom center through the brainstem, through the amygdala, through the pineal gland. Set an intention that opens like a starburst or a sunburst through each of the centers that I mentioned, starting with the heart, expanding out to encompass the entire energy body, allowing that wisdom center bursting forth like a star, allowing the power center in the center of the womb hara space, knowing the womb of the woman, the womb on, the womb and the power of the moon through on, the ha, the breath, the ra, the hara, the Ra being the sun, holding the masculine, the feminine, the sun, the moon, all of that engaged within union in the power center. When letting your breath begin to come, inviting in your full soul essence. Most of you, that will be dragon. Others watching and feeling this may just feel the dragons around them, but no, they are of a different main form in their template, in their soul level. Whatever that form be, allow yourself to begin to breathe with and as that form, feeling every particle of your light body, every aspect coming in and through the spaces in between into your heart space, into your womb center, into your wisdom center, flooding you with the light that you are from the inside out, and then allowing your physical body template to dissolve through the spaces in between and pull up and into your light body, your full self. For many of you, that will be your full dragon self, so that you feel your physical template in this physical body incarnate on the earth, merging up and into your light body, and your light body merging in and through you, through the spaces in between that are a bridge. Allowing all those spaces in between to begin to open up into their full quantum aspect. That may feel like a multi-directional pop as you set and hold that intention. Knowing that as we move into fifth dimensional, from a third dimensional expansion upward and outward, that the fifth dimensional goes equally outward, beyond in multiple directions as inward in multiple directions, and feeling that 0 point, midpoint in between them, that is where you are rooted and being held, so that you feel the levels of expansion on both sides of that doorway. Might feel like the 3D field, the quantum field, might feel like the masculine and feminine. It will feel like a midpoint. And allowing, as you stand in that midpoint doorway, to feel the breath open and deepen, opening and expanding the chest to take in more plasmic light, to activate more of the dormant plasmic light that is within your field, in your body template. Feeling it beginning in the heart space and up and through all three of the centers that are the main focus, the wisdom, the power, and the heart centers. That as you open through the heart through one, it simultaneously opens through the others because they are interconnected, intertwined, both like concentric spheres and like overlapping spheres, that in fifth dimensional all is possible, all those interconnections. And as that breath begins to actually feel like breathing in plasma liquid light, it may feel golden, it may feel white golden, it may feel pure, bright, brilliant white, like starlight. Let it diffuse in and through you as you become aware of the dragons holding space in multiple octaves around you. This is why there are so many present, so many lineages present, because they're each holding a different dimensional octave to pull and magnetize you towards that match, towards that capacity that is held within your cells, biologically as coded memory. That, oh, my whole body's tingling as we move into the activation of those memory codes within your plasmic dormant light field. The purpose of this Ascension weekend, this energy of 2022, moving and holding you into that space, that with this incredible family of light, of all these lineages of dragons that are holding different dimensional octaves for you, as a pulling force, magnetizing your field towards theirs as far as you can allow it to go, activating that dormant plasmic light field that sits within your coded cellular memory in each biological cell, because you came in imprinted with the knowing that this body template would be the one to go through Ascension, that this body template would be the one to be activated to move from linear into spiral hologram, that holding those codes will allow the activation of that through each cell of the body, through each particle of the body, going very, very micro level, and allowing that to mirror up into the galaxy, up into the cosmos, up into the universe, that each level of activation and ascension that you achieve is actually helping mirror into the collective, not just for the planet, for Gaia's body, and the collective of life here on this planet, but in mirror, in a macro level, to each of those other planes. Becoming aware of the ring of eternity dragons holding the inner golden sphere that is holding all of us within it. There's a sphere of golden plasmic light being held right around all of us. We're all in that sphere. You might even perceive others in and around us. You might be aware, if you're very attuned, to all of the other beings that are in form like you, in body, listening, participating, activating, that there is a full group geometric also being present and forming and activating within the group sphere, that as a whole, each being that is present and will be present listening within this sphere has a soul contracted agreement to be present. Let yourself remember that contract, to be in attunement with each of these souls all over the globe, from Mauritius to Brazil, to Canada, to Europe, to Australia, to the islands. As my body tingles on that, we know that we aligned into this to come together at this time for ourselves and for the planet, for all of the life forms on this planet. And as you remember that, it activates deeper memory within, and you feel that light up and light from within. Allow the eternity dragons to begin speaking to your heart. They're speaking to the codes, the infinity looping that moves within your heart. And it may feel like a double vajra, a horizontal infinity loop and a vertical infinity loop on a double axis, actually being activated into union, where that 0 point, where they meet, where all four congregate in the center point of your heart. Feeling that somehow breathe into being as something new aligns, that you've been waiting to have set in motion within you. You might even feel the looping of the energy. Even though you're standing within the center point, you can feel this incredible figurating in both directions, in a linear, horizontal, and vertical axes. And yet from that midpoint, as that activates It pulls you into the 0 point center, and you feel like a sunburst moving outward from that point, feeling the liquid plasma in your body activate to the point where you feel that double axis activation in each cell and even more minutely into each particle. If you feel to breathe that golden liquid plasmic light field that is in the sphere around us into your being through your lungs, allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to be flooded by it. As you then become aware of the rainbow dragons beginning to move into the sphere, as the eternity dragons hold the golden orb, this golden sphere, and the rainbow dragons begin to infiltrate it and come into connection with you. In that space within the heart and in the space within each cell, at that 0 point confluence, the rainbow dragon is going to activate something within you that you will feel that burst of rainbow color in the multitude and myriad of prismatic subtleties that are within that rainbow. Feel that burst forth. Feel your color rays. There are specific, maybe one, maybe a dozen. There are specific color ray patterns that are your perfect match. Allow those to be made known to you if that is new information. Let the rainbow dragon point it out very clearly. Because that will hold information for you as you move forward into your conscious knowing and conscious remembering. Of your purpose, your path, your deepest gifts that you are here to share with all of the life forms on this planet in order to assist Gaia's ascension process. And just breathe into that activation happening through the chest, through the heart sphere. Becoming aware that all of your chakras are shifting spherical, that you can feel them where they intersect and also where they are concentric. As if the crown is the root is the crown, the solar plexus is in all of those locations simultaneously. A level of merge that you have not experienced before. And just allow it to be. Allow yourself to be present with it. As the rainbow dragons continue work directly with you in this golden plasmic field. As you feel the colors emanating through you, particularly those of the rays that are your signature, allow yourself to become simultaneously aware of the crystal dragon. It might feel like it's birthing up through your spine, but it's just coming up through the spaces in between to merge into and activate all of your crystalline DNA up through the spine, taking it from a binary into a trinary helix. And for some of you that have already had that in activation, taking it to its next level, watch how it expands geometrically into its next phase. This is where you may literally see or feel your plasmic light field begin to be operational, particularly up the spine, but then into each cell as that DNA match begins to flip like switches coming on to match what's happening with the crystal dragon up the spinal column. You'll feel it from tip to tail, meaning your tailbone, all the way to what might be called the crown chakra, both in your physical form and your full dragon form or other light body form if you are not dragon. Allow your telepathic body to open. You may not even know what that is, and it doesn't matter. But allow that telepathic body to open and begin to hear, to receive the tonal qualities and conveyance of energy that are coming from the Andaran dragons. They're triangulating it in from 3 different locations, 3 different dimensional planes. So it may be perceived almost like a chord. Very high crystalline tones. Activating the inner ear. And just receive that. You might even perceive it much like you've heard an angelic choir before, but knowing it is the Andaran dragons. You might feel vibrations in the heart, like fibrillations, quivering, pulsing, coming online. As the rainbow dragons pull out of the field, allow yourself to perceive and feel if there are any messages coming to you from the Arcturians. You may perceive a rose gold field as they approach. They may keep it as a misty color around you. You may just sense it, or they may actually present to you. Depends what you're ready for or what you individually need. But each has a gift for you. The Arcturians are coming as if behind you, between your wings as dragon, if you have wings and are dragon, in whatever form you are, and in your physical template body here on earth, you might feel like there's someone rubbing or passing a palm down your spine, transferring a rose gold frequency directly into your field. Let that bring up whatever memory codes it is meant to, and allow the message that translates with it to come in verbally as an actual message to you. The message is coming through to let the celebration begin. Let the joy of this expansion begin to be moved up and out into every moment of every day that you're present within the time continuum. But as you separate from and step away from the time-space continuum, still interfacing and still interacting with it, yet becoming more moment by moment, staying within that joy that is you, can you feel the dragons beginning to dance and spiral around you as if the celebration has begun? The rainbow dragons, the crystal dragons, the Arcturian dragons, the Andaran dragons. I'm seeing bandwidths of gold and silver as well. There's spirals and spirals dancing around you, around us, because of the joy that you are matching and mirroring, and that they are matching and mirroring back to you. Let this settle in. This is where the earth dragons are holding that rooted presence for us, like a grounding space to anchor all of this energy down into the earth plane. You within it, able to maintain space within these multiple dimensional layers. Simultaneously, it is your mastery. There's a final message for each of you, and it will come from one dragon in particular. It may be one of those Arcturian, Andaran, crystalline, rainbow, or it may be one from your family. But they will come before you now and communicate heart to heart. They may even put the bridge of their nose against yours to share a direct message with you for your focus moving forward, for your next steps to keep this energy moving forward within your field, being maintained and attenuated. It may even be a family member that you have not felt or connected to since arriving on this planet. Allow that homecoming to whelm and overwhelm you, if it is that. Let yourself be swept into the emotion to release the angst and the homesickness that may have been there for a long time. You are on the trajectory home. You are home when your light body settles in and integrates fully. Breathing it in. Receiving everything that can be given. And allowing yourself to become fully present, staying with every ounce of energy that is now emanating within, through, and out of you. But simply opening your eyes and being present, maintaining that in the template of the physical space around you, allowing yourself maybe even to see the hologram that is. Feeling the difference in you and how you interact or interface with the physical surroundings. And taking it from there as a moment of knowing that will guide and lead you forward. really grateful for each one of your presence today. This was beautifully powerful, and I know will shift particularly in your plasmic body field to move some things forward for your ascension process to that instant manifestation. You are so welcome, Ingor. And there you can feel that comment came in referring to me as Tana. For those of you that don't know me as Tana, that is my full dragon name. Beautiful energy straight into Gaia's heart. Absolutely, Ra. Anushira. And some of you can feel and know in many of the lives that I've done with you when my eyes shift and you can feel Tana's presence. And I could see it as soon as I opened my eyes from the end of the meditation. And that transference that happens from my field into the group field. So beautiful. Hope that was revealing for you. Awesome. And feel free to share this with anyone you know that could benefit. On the replay, I know that I felt that the sphere was rather large as far as all those that are going to catch it on a re-listen. There's Germany. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you felt and enjoy the power of it. It is always my pleasure. Good to see you there, Marcy and Marvel, and feeling my whole dragon family. I think that's why I feel so blessed in my journey, in my life, to have been able to reconnect. And I think this time on the planet with technology the way it is, you know that your dragon family is spread all over the globe. And here my body's full body goosies again. My dragon family is spread all over the globe, and what a blessing that because of technology we can come in. You're welcome, Genevieve, from all over the globe as we have today, and benefit each other, reconnect with each other, and find that joy of heart together. That is what really is leading us forward and is what we're here for. So grateful to all of you. Share this out to whoever would benefit, and have a amazing Easter weekend, if you want to call it that, Ascension weekend. Powerful energies now to just enjoy and expand with. My heart to yours. I'm really grateful, and send you giant dragon hugs as I like to do. And I will see most of you next Tuesday on my Love of Dragons, for the Love of Dragons Facebook group live, as I do every Tuesday. Blessings to everybody. Have a great weekend. Much love. Bye.